round. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. We are here with Rolex rankings number 6, Minjee Lee. Minjee is competing in her 6th KPMG Women's PGA Championship, has never missed the cut here, making her 11th start of the 2020 season with 5 top 10 finishes. Minjee, you're kind of that sneaky player who's always in contention. What is it about your game and your mentality that translates so well to golf in the LPGA Tour?
I think I'm really motivated to play well. Obviously, this year we haven't been able to play too much, and just with the events that are happening, we're just really grateful for the opportunity to be able to play. So I think I just got a little bit extra motivation there, and I think when I'm a little bit behind after making the cut, then I just try to have a good score on the weekend, just to maybe try and get into the top 10 and stuff like that. So I think just being consistent, I think it's the main thing.
That consistency, but also I think a lot of it has to be mental game as well, to be able to take that bad score or the bad round, quote unquote, and leave it behind. Do you focus on the mental side of your game a lot?
I don't really think about it when I play, but I think mentally I'm always just trying to be better than what I was before. So I think just the little bit of improvement that I can see myself making, I think that's just the biggest mental thing for me.
You alluded to it earlier. It's been an interesting year. We played and then we didn't play for a while, and now we're back. What have the last few weeks, the last couple months been like since we started off in Toledo? Mm-hmm. We've been to Scotland. We've been all around the U.S. How are you feeling after a few weeks being out on tour and getting back into the swing of things?
I think the first 5 weeks it was really full on. We played 2 weeks in Toledo and then went to Scottish and then British and then came back and played Arkansas. So that was a little bit of travel there that we probably weren't that accustomed to straight away coming off such a big break. So I think, but after that we had a week off, and I was able to recharge a little bit. So just get ready for these events, and I think I'm feeling good.
Feeling good. Now we're coming into a major here at Aronimink. Have you been out on the course yet? And if you, what are your thoughts on it? We're hearing it's going to be kind of a long hitter's paradise out there.
I mean, yeah, the course is in amazing condition, and before I came here, I heard such great things about this place. So I played 9 holes this morning, and it was quite wet because it was cold as well, so I felt like my ball wasn't going anywhere. But it's such a lovely track. Wide fairways, probably not that much rough. The greens are big as well, but I think it'll definitely benefit the long hitters. But I think getting the speed right on the greens, I think, will be the main key here, and obviously chipping around the greens if you do miss.
With this tournament, having never played at Aronimink before, and other tournaments like this where we travel around to different events, do you do research ahead of time, or do you come in and do your research in a practice round?
I usually do all my practice and my research once I get here. I don't really look up the golf courses before I go there or anything, but with KPMG and this event, we always go to lovely places, so I feel like we're always really lucky to be at these golf courses.
We'll remind everyone on Zoom, if you'd like to ask a question, please raise your hand and I'll call on you. Jeff, do you have any questions here to start us off with?
Yeah, just expanding a little bit on what you were saying earlier. You're a player who plays 25, 27 times a year in that neighborhood, and this is your 11th start. So how, as a competitor, how has it been a challenge just to build a rhythm into competing?
I feel like starting off at Inverness, I had a really good start. Just in terms of momentum, I think because I started I think third place. It really gave me a bit more confidence to play well the next couple of weeks following that. So I'm sure without playing such a long time and playing, I feel like it would have been hard to get momentum, but with that great start, I think just gave me a little bit better feel going into those events.
And with this event, with the U.S. Open around the corner in December, how big is trying to build some momentum this time of year?
Obviously the majors are a big focus for me. It's very important to have a couple good good finishes under my belt, and I played all right last week. Coming into this event, I've been striking the ball pretty well and putting pretty well, so hopefully I have a good result here.
As I mentioned, you're incredibly consistent and have come close at majors, but haven't been able to get that first major yet. Does getting a major championship specifically ever really cross your mind? Is that one of your goals?
I mean, it's been a really big goal of mine for the last couple of years. I've really tried to peak in those events, but I feel like maybe I get in my own way a little bit. But I feel like I'm getting better, getting a little bit better results when I come to majors. So hopefully this week I get out of my own way and just play some golf.
And there's actually a fair amount of strong Aussie players on tour, yourself and Sue and Catherine and Hannah certainly coming up right after you. And we're going to see a number of Aussies coming up. Steph Kiriakou, who won on the LET to get her card, and Gabby Ruffles, who's been out with us a lot. What does that mean to you to see so many Australian players playing well? I mean, we have our line, Inspire Greatness. We're seeing a lot of greatness coming out of Australia right now.
Yeah, definitely. I actually played with Steph and Gabby, maybe British Open practice round. So, yeah, it was nice to see. I've never played with them before, so it was nice. It just comes to show that, like, our program in Australia is in a really strong place, and just with the girls and all the talent that's coming up, I just think everybody's working extra hard, and they're just coming stronger and younger, right? So, yeah, I guess if I could be an example to them or a role model, that would be really great for me, and obviously I'm going to help them as much as I can if they need it. So, yeah, no, I think it's great.
Anything further over here, or? All right, I'll pop in with two more, and then we'll let you go. You mentioned earlier what incredible place Aronimink is, and we played Hazeltine last year, going to Atlanta Athletic and Baltusrol coming up. How important is it to you and your fellow LPGA players what KPMG and the PGA America have done for this championship and bringing it to these championship caliber courses?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like a couple of the courses, I feel like a women's championship has not been there before. So I think it's I just think it's amazing that we can actually even be in these places, and maybe the world is changing a little bit in terms of women in sport, and just how KPMG really tries to lift us up and the game for us. So yeah, it's just really special for us to be at these amazing courses.
And one final question. Normally we would be here in the heat of June. Instead, we're here on a beautiful fall October week. What's the mindset of getting your mind around a major in October when we're playing in much cooler weather?
I think it's just going to be a little bit of a different challenge. It's going to be cold in the morning, probably not much warmer than now during the day, so the ball's not going to go as far. The greens might be a little bit softer, but they're still rolling at a great pace. So I think it's just adds to a little bit more challenge.
Well, thanks. We know you're up for the challenge this week. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
All righty.
Okay.